Hello friends, it's Kat from Meow Kapow. I'm super excited to introduce you guys to today's topic, well-inked box. Back when Eve Bolt and I swapped our fake subscription boxes, we were both contacted by a real subscription box company, Well-Inked Box. Full disclosure, I was offered this box free of charge in exchange for my honest opinions. Straight up, this is a box I was already interested in before this offer, so I feel a bit like the belle of the ball right now. Rather than listing each of the individual supplies down in the doobly-doo, today you'll find links to Well-Inked Box as well as Eve's unboxing of the same kit. Before we get into what's in this box, let's talk a little bit about it because it is definitely unique compared to other subscription boxes. Well-Inked Box is a Canadian company, which means all y'all Canadians that have had limited subscription boxes due to location, worry no more. Additionally, they do ship worldwide, so everyone across the globe can rejoice. This is also a quarterly subscription, meaning they only send out one box every 3 months. I don't know about you, but I know when I get subscription boxes every month, I usually don't even get around to using half the things inside before the next one shows up, and then I suddenly get a backlog of supplies and things just sort of get forgotten in a drawer somewhere. It's also very important to note that this is not just any subscription box, it's a sort of hybrid box. Primarily, it focuses on both art supplies and journaling supplies, often leaning more heavily towards one theme with each of these boxes. But I would say that it is most accurate to call Well-Inked Box a creativity box. They're providing supplies that could be useful in multiple different interests, and it's up to you to decide how you want to use them. If you're only going to do journaling forever and ever, then this would be just fine for you, as everything I've seen so far from this company could be used entirely for journaling, even paint and brushes. And if you're going to do fine art instead, absolutely. I've never met a piece of paper or a pen that I couldn't put to use somehow. Also, one of the coolest things Well-Inked does is they specifically seek out small, local artisans and include their products in these boxes. At least one item in each box has been provided by a small business owner, and that's probably one of the most totally rad ideas. Support small business! So, let's see what's inside. The first thing to greet us is this really cool statement card quoting Kurt Vonnegut. I love this quote because as an artist that fell into a 3-year stretch of creating almost nothing, I can say firmly that letting that happen weakened my spirit in ways I didn't know at the time. As soon as I started to create again, it was like getting back in touch with myself. Exploring your creativity is so important no matter what form speaks to you. This luchador notebook is freaking hilarious, but it also supports an individual artist and their craft, which again, is super duper cool. Next up, there's an adorable magnetic bookmark, and mine is of an avocado! I love it. It's so cute and super useful. For writing implements, we have 2 Tombow Fudenosuke pens, 3 Tombow Mono drawing pens, and 1 Mitsubishi blue and red double-ended pencil. If you're not familiar with what a Fudenosuke or Fude pen is, we discussed them in my Ultimate Brush Pen Challenge series. That pencil is also really interesting to me because I know some of my animator friends loved them in college, but I never really got into experimenting with using them for sketching. But I actually bought some a couple of weeks ago to experiment with. Rather than going into some of the reasons why people may use these, I'm going to put a link in the doobly-doo for Bailey J's video where she goes through a number of different reasons why blue and red pencils are useful. What I really like about this assortment of supplies is that it's very clearly well thought out. We have a book to write or draw in, a red and blue pencil to do rough sketching or light pencil guide in, and we have multiple different line weights and flexibilities of pen, and a bookmark to help us keep our place. These were all clearly, carefully selected to go together cohesively, and I didn't feel like any one supply was random or out of place or of a lesser quality than any other. One of the things that bothered me about a previous supply box I had was that it always seemed like they threw as many inexpensive supplies in the box as they could to make the volume of options try to make up for the lack of quality in the selection. For this box, it may seem like there's not a mountain of choices, but while testing these, I firmly came to believe that the options given are more than worth it. In fact, let's find out. How much does this box cost? To purchase, it costs $25 Canadian plus shipping. Purely based on price, let's look at the value for money of this box. Prices of widely purchasable items will be based off of Amazon.com, where I do the majority of my shopping anyway, and artisanal items will have their prices directly taken from their individual websites. The Alex Foster Luchador notebook is roughly $3 US, and the paper in it is surprisingly nice. It's a little bit thicker than standard printer paper, but not as thick as cardstock. Its smooth, bright white surface encourages your pen to glide across the surface with ease, and the luchador illustrations are delightful. The only thing I don't like it is that the staple binding makes the area near the seam of the pages a bit difficult to manipulate. The Tombow Fudonosuke pens, which come in a pack of 2, are $9 US. I love these pens. I can't say enough nice things about them. I'm really looking forward to exploring them more throughout the month. Same goes for the 3 Tombow Mono drawing pens, which list on Amazon for $10. The dual-ended Mitsubishi pencil retails for about $1 each, and the only problem I specifically had was that they wouldn't erase with a kneaded rubber eraser. I did go in and test it later, and they do erase with a white rubber eraser, though not all the way. And my super cute avocado bookmark costs $5 and has the bonus advantage of being made by a company that donates part of their proceeds to charity. My bookmark planted a tree! I'm pretty much the worst with numbers, but I'm pretty sure that all adds up to $28. Now, there are going to be some differences with currency conversion and all, but that's an awesome value. Considering the quality of these supplies and the care in making sure that they go together well, I kind of think that you're actually being undercharged more than the $3 we've calculated here. It's a relief to know that we're not only not getting cheated here, the customers may very well be the ones getting all the advantages. Now, like I said, the supplies that Well Inked Box provides are great for a wide variety of interests, but I'm going to test them for 2, writing and drawing. Nothing that wasn't provided in this box was used, not even an eraser. All of the pens work really well for writing, and while I'm not winning any penmanship awards with my handwriting, I will say that these pens all felt really nice to use in the hand. I also specifically tested the Fude pens by writing with them in Japanese for a little bit, because that's what they were created for. This is an incredibly well-timed acquisition because I recently decided to start practicing Japanese again, and having pens that excel at creating subtle, variable, but controlled strokes is so serendipitous. These tools were also super great for quick doodling. I chose to make a piece inspired by the quote card in the box and doodled out Kurt Vonnegut himself, and again, nothing outside of what was provided by the box was used, not even an eraser. All of the tools built really well on top of one another, and the depths and contrast in this piece changed considerably as my experiment went on. The red pencil was great for sketching, and I found myself loving the blue side to add a bit of shading here and there. Because the Fude pens had nice, flexible tips, they made scribbling out Vonnegut's hair a joyful task that sort of happened organically and without a hint of frustration. The Fude pens were also great for creating larger, darker areas, like the shirt that I eventually colored in black. Intentionally, I allowed there to be a bit of sketchy quality to it since the small points don't really excel at filling in large areas, but I know that with a bit of patience, it would have been possible. Also, surprisingly, nothing bled through to the other side of the paper in this notebook, not even a little. There is a bit of light ghosting, so you can still sort of see what's on the other side of the paper, but this is essentially slightly heavy printer paper, so I'm not surprised at that. Actually, I'm delighted because I fully expected it to be worse. By the way, if you enjoy my videos and haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this review a like. So, where can you get one of these fabulous boxes for yourself? The one I'm using right now has already been sold out, but you can pre-order the next one by going to wellinkedbox.com. If you use the code MEOW, you'll get 15% off your first box. Hooray! Even more savings! Tell me, what do you think about this box? I'm really excited and loving everything, not only about the supplies, but also about this wonderful company and their really supportive efforts. Let me know in the comments if you've already gotten a Well Inked box or if you're going to. Until I see you next time, I wish you peace, love, and happy little avocados. Bye!